Alright, so now on to the second problem for F sharp, which I might have half half finished. So the second one is two-fer. Two-fer in short for two for one, one for you and one for me. Given a name, return a string with a message. It's user input basically. So what it wants me to do is that there's this print, right? And it asks me for a name, or like it asks the user for a name or an input. And so whatever name you put that's assigned to S, such as Sarah, Alice, it would be one for Alice, one for me. And if there ain't any input, it should just be one for you, one for me. So there is a Alright, I totally forgot where I left off on the recording, but whatever. Yeah, so I use the same online compiler, Replit. I think I still have it around. Ah, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So I did this in a rush because when I searched for different if-else statements using F sharp, I got varying like if-else statements with input. I got varying answers. Most of them won't even compile, which is really, really which is really unfortunate. But yeah, I just made one up on my own. So it prints what is your name, and then it takes user input. This is the system input line over here, system.console.readline, and I assign it to name string variable. And I've been trying to get this to work. So if it's null, like there's nothing there, then it prints fn, one for me, one for you. Else it just prints this. But for some reason it doesn't go through. So so it's what's your name? I'm just gonna put that, and it doesn't go through to the next one, which is very inconvenient. I have no idea how to put this out. I did toy around with having a counter, but but the name string thing, I think you were supposed to have like a different syntax, but even then when I tried that, it didn't work. The name string, there's something wrong with this that I could not figure out what. It's this. I have no idea what it is. But if I put anything else, any string, I'm just gonna put my name, Andrew. Yeah, one for Andrew, one for me. Okay, so one of the funny things about this code is that I also could not get the printing inline to work. I spent an embarrassingly long amount of time trying to get that to work, where you had like a single print line and then you have a variable in the middle and then you print again on the next one. For some reason, there's different ways of doing it in F sharp. That was that had like a lot of restrictions and had a lot of rules that didn't adhere to the original code, and I was on a time limit. So in order for me to actually meet that, I did this really weird way of doing it. It works, but it doesn't work 100% when it comes to detecting the null string. But it's part of the thing.